from the Faulkner County Library, and we are back this week with another Miss Ann's Crazy Creations class. This week we are going to make book cover necklaces, and before we get started with the project, let's go ahead and go over the supplies that you will need. So from your supply box, you're going to want your liquid glue, your glue stick, and you might need scissors. Then in your activity kit, you should have a piece of cardstock that's going to serve as your book, some book cover options, book pages, a necklace, and 2 jump rings. And jump rings are tiny, so make sure that you keep up with them throughout the project. And also, you might have to, in your kit at home, trim some of the book pages to make sure they are smaller than the book cover. I'm really sorry for that extra step that you'll have to take, but thank you for the patience. So let's go ahead and get started making our book cover necklace. The first thing we are going to do to make the book necklace is glue on the cover to the book. So you're going to take your glue stick and you're going to add the cover image that you have chosen to one side of the cardstock. And you're going to want to make sure that you do this on the side that does not have the marks down the spine. So this is going to be the inside of your book, and this will be the outside. After you get your cover glued on, you're going to switch over to your liquid glue, and you are going to glue the jump ring to the top of the back cover. And you're going to want to make sure that you have about half of the jump ring over the edge. And you might have to kind of work with that a little bit to make sure that you have it in the spot you want. So you have your book cover on one side, your jump ring on the other, and we are going to set that aside to let it dry. And while that is drying, we're going to work on making the little mini book of pages that will go inside this. So use your book cover pages, and you're just going to fold them in half. And make sure that you fold each one individually in half so that you have about 20 folded pages. And then once you have your pages folded, you're going to start gluing them together. So what you're going to do for this is take your liquid glue and put a light line around the folded edge. And then you're just going to attach your pages. And you're going to keep working on this until all of your pages are attached. Another trick to remember is to go as light as you can on the glue. It's not only going to help your necklace dry faster, but it's going to help with the overall look of your necklace if you have the least amount of glue possible. Once you have all of your pages glued together, we're going to just let that kind of sit for just a minute and dry. Now that you have given the book pages time to dry, we are going to assemble our actual book. So you have your book cover. You're going to want to fold it along the lines, and it should be pretty easy to fold. And then you're going to take your book pages and add a little bit more glue along the side. And then you're going to add them to your book cover. And you may have a little bit of overlap along the edges, and that is totally fine. If you want, you can cut that extra off, or you can just leave it and get to see that texture on the edge. So now we're going to let that dry for just a minute. Once your book is dry, we are ready now to put the necklace string on. And this part is going to take either super strength from you, or if you have pliers, they will help you here. So you're going to take your second jump ring and you're going to open it up with the pliers, and then attach the second jump ring to the first jump ring on the back cover. And what you're going to want to do is open up the jump ring, hook it through the first jump ring, and then also take your necklace string and put that in the jump ring. Then use your pliers or your super strength to close the jump ring back up. And this is what your project will look like once you are done. Thank you for joining me for another Miss Ann's Crazy Creations class. Please remember to visit the Faulkner County Library Youth Services Facebook page or fcl.org for more summer reading program information.